What's going on there, fellow YouTubers? It's Chris, back with another cool picture for you guys. I did this photo, guys, a long time ago. I believe this is Sol 198, and we'll double check that in a minute. I've got so many numbers on in my head that God only knows. But anyway, I did this one a while back, and this is one of those photos, guys, you don't have to really go crazy trying to dissect. It is right there, bam, right there in your face, and it makes you wonder, are these things real? Is it naturally occurring rocks? You guys be the judge, as always. Okay, I'm going to show you the picture here. And this is, I'm just going to go back here so I can show you guys the actual, the source, of course. And as you can see, it is from Jet Propulsion, or JPL, and NASA. Okay, it's from Sol 198. Raw image, my butt. It's actually a JPEG. But anyway, here's the photo that really blows my mind. It always has blown my mind. This photo here goes without saying that it's 100% to me. I don't see anything in these rocks I'm looking at naturally occurring. Now, all of these rocks, not all of these rocks are obviously intelligently made, common sense. But what's really wild is when you got rocks like this here, you just got these, you can look at it right, we can just jump in here. Check this out. Look at the way this radius on this rock, I'll just go to this one here first. Right here, has this nice radius, has a little piece sticking out, and then back down. Goes across on the side, nice sharp edge, goes in the back of it, comes out a little bit, goes over, comes back down. It's symmetrical, guys. This is intelligently made stuff. How about this rock right here, or this piece carved out? Look at the way it's got that nice radius going over the top here, coming down nice crisp side. You got the top part of it right here. Come on. These are no way gonna be naturally occurring. Sorry, it just doesn't make sense. Here's another one and guys, I'm just showing you because I want you guys to see this is the raw photo. This is not something I'm putting into Photoshop and messing around with. This is the real deal. How about this one right here? How is that to anybody look natural? You can see what comes up. Nice crisp edge, nice corner. Has a slight roundness to it. Nice edge, goes over, and then it seems to actually go up. And it appears to have something on the side of it. And then, of course, it goes down, and here's the bottom part of it. That is not natural at all. You can see these other rocks. Yeah, absolutely, they look natural to me. Even if some of these are manipulated. That looks more natural to me than this here on the right-hand side or these other rocks. And, of course, there's a lot more here. This actually looks like a face with the eye, the mouth, the top of the head, and it's almost like this was a statue of some sort that was knocked over and broken or whatever. But you're going to see some other pretty bizarre stuff, too. Let me just zoom out of this, because I usually like to just zoom in just a hair bit to show everybody. Now, what I'm going to do is let's jump into this here. Now, I'm going to show you, this is pretty bizarre, because when you look at this thing, now this is pretty cool. Again, when you see these rocks right here, this is clearly, I think let me go back to, I'll go to let's go 2 on the size of the brush here. Yeah, let's do the 2. All right, you've got right here, you can see it clearly has this nice radius. I'm just kind of going around that rock. Goes across a little bit and then back down. Of course, it didn't go straight down, which it should have. Okay, nice side edge. Drops right down. Now, again, that's not straight. Let's drop it this way. A little hard. I think the mouse is moving here, to be honest with you. Goes over like this, comes up a little in the back, goes back over, drops down here a bit, and comes back down. Guys, this is a symmetrical rock, man. This has been actually cut. This has been cut. This is not naturally occurring. Again, this one in the back. And of course, guys, you could be the judge, as always. Now, I had people telling me in my last time I did this, they're like, oh, well, these are natural, man. I don't know what the hell you're seeing, but these are natural. Well, I'll tell you what. I live in a mountain estate. I live here in West Virginia. I've been residing here since about 11 and a half years now. And I've seen all kinds of rocks, guys. Never seen anything like this, perfectly carved out. Right here appears to be what looks to me, and you guys could be the judge of this as well, it looks like this little animal sitting on, or it's carved on this rock. Check this out. Goes like this, goes back up, looks like it has the neck to it, comes up, it has another little ear right here. It has what looks like a little eye, and it has these like little dots on it. I'll show you guys that in a second. Goes down like this. Looks like it has like a little leg sticking out. Now, it doesn't look like that much right now, but you'll see it in a minute. It looks like it has this little tail. Now, let me show you that again right there. Now, we're going to take some of this color off just for a moment, just to get rid of some of that orange. Too much color, guys, will mess up definition. It'll definitely 1,000% mess up any kind of details of some sort. So you need to get rid of it, at least most of it. I like this. It almost looks like a heart shape on the ground. See that? But anyway, that's pretty funky. Okay, let's go back up to this cube, because it clearly does not look like it's natural. And you can see it right here. Well, let's do it a little bit better. Seems to have just a little curvature on this side of this. Goes back, and you can see right here it has a straight line, and then it looks like it kind of goes up a little bit towards the back. This piece dropping down, and then we've got the side to it. Yeah, I mean, and then it appears to have like one dark section, a little space right here, another dark section right here. But what they look like they do, and it looks like it's rounded here at the top. So it doesn't look like, it's not just going straight across these lines. They actually look like it's doing this. Like it has some rounded, like there's a rounded something on the side of this, whatever this is supposed to be, this block, whatever it is. Now, let me back out just a little bit. I'm going to jump back to this for a moment. Now, this is what I try to do, is try to tone down the brightness of a lot of these so-called rocks, and you'll get that kind of orangey, kind of, use grainy word is the word I'm looking for, I guess, to try to get rid of some of this real bright areas. Now, this is not too bright, but when you get rid of the color, some things start to brighten up a little bit. So I kind of try to bring that down just a hair bit. And you can see this little, what looks like a carved animal now, right there. This, for a rock, has an awful lot of little details on it for something that is supposed to be natural. And again, we've got this big block here. And we've got this block right here. And this is another thing. I mean, most people say, well, this is just flat rock. I'm okay with that to a certain degree, but when you see something like this here, and you can see it's pretty thick right there. Of course, we can't see the whole thing, so we don't know. Is it possible it's some kind of sidewalk type thing? Is it possible it's something else other than just flat rock? Now, can flat rock be natural? Is it, you know, do we have like a shale or a flat top rock? Sure. Okay. Let me back out of that a little bit. Now, let's get rid of some of the color and try to get more natural into this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump right to this one here. Because this one here, I try to bring out some of the darker areas to try to lighten this thing up. And you can see, without a doubt, it looks like some kind of little weird animal. See that? Again, with the little eye right there. It almost looks like you can see like the white of its eye and then a pupil type thing. I don't know if you guys can see that. But see it right there? What looks like two little ears. Its forehead comes back down. Goes up like this. Has a neck to it, has the other ear, comes like this, and of course it's not in 3D, so you're not going to see the ear actually pop out, but it looks like it has these weird, like, almost like legs to it, if you will, kind of carved out of it. Is it an animal on there? You guys be the judge. It kind of looks like that. It looks like a hieroglyph or some, you know, some kind of picture on a rock, carved rock. I mean, you can see like rocks like this here. Perfect corner right in this rock. See that? So on and so forth. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying none of these can happen. I have seen some bizarre rocks in my life, so that's a good possibility, but come on. I'm not seeing it. It's just clearly, I'd lighten this up a little bit, and you can see this here. I try to bring this out just a little bit to try to bring out some lightness to see if we can see it. You can just see like the way this is cracked, almost like a top of, almost like if you had like a tile over your regular floor, it almost looks like a tile. Or it's just a broken up rock, and that's simply fine with me. That's really not what I'm trying to convey. This is another thing. I'm wondering if some of these rocks are not rocks at all. You can see what looks like some kind of weird edge in this. There's something right here, going like this and going like that, and then you get this, and what looks like a bunch of little things inside this rock, if you will. Not so sure, guys. Check this out. Again, got that weird rounded piece. And has what looks like little dark spaces now. And it looks like it does this here. You got that piece coming down. Goes like this. Comes down. Almost has like, not a quite flat surface, but almost like a slight radius to it on the face of this right here. I don't know, guys. I mean, here's another thing. Look at this, how bizarre this looks. There's something right here, very vague, but right there comes down. Perfect straight lines, little tab right there. And it has what looks like something round and is dark in the middle of it. Like there's something else there. Check this out. Has something right here too. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like bands of some kind of thing. See that? Right in here. 1, 2, and you can see it into the darker areas as well. 2, 3, 4. You could put some brightnesses and you'd probably pop this thing right out. But come on. Even right here, look at this. Goes to the other side of this other rock. Guys, you tell me. Is this, in fact, just simple rocks? Now, here's another question. My question is NASA running over this stuff purposely? I say yes, and I'm going to tell you why. When we look at these wheel marks from the rover, we can see that clearly in this area. Now, you can see one here, and you've got the other here. And you've got the little piece, the little tail piece, because that's the way these things are designed. Now, not only that, we've got another. We've got one here. Over here, kind of distorted. I'm sorry, right there. Kind of distorted, but it is in fact there. And you can see that right there. So, it's like they're literally running over this shit purposely. Now, I don't know why they would do that. Well, actually, we do. It's kind of a dumb question. But you guys get what I'm saying. Now, check this out. Now, how big are these said items? Well, look at the tread marks. Let's take a guess. I've guessed between these, between this tread mark and this one here, is approximately 1.5 inches, maybe even 2 stretching it apart. Because if you go by the wheel itself, I think there was like 24 of these tread marks. If you don't count the bands, where it says in Morse code, it says JPL in Morse code, you get the 3 bands. If you were to put a tread mark there, I believe it would come out to about 24. I'm almost positive I counted about 20. It would be 24 if those bands weren't there. Now, you look at that. Okay, it's about the length of your thumb, roughly, 1.5 to 2 inches. I think it's roughly around 1.5 from this tread to this tread. How big would this rock here in the background be? Well, these things wouldn't be more than maybe the size of your thumbnail or half the size of your thumb. Why do I say that? Well, let's have a look. This girl here is clearly holding one of these wheels, and it is an actual wheel. And you can see her thumb. You got the tread right here. This is at the very edge of it. You can see her fingers on the other side of it. And here's the other. If you figure 1, 2, 1, the end of it would be right around here. And you can see the wall of it right there. Her thumb is going between them. So if you do the 1 to 2 inches approximately on there. And then you've got this one here. This guy here is clearly holding it too. And you can see from here to here. And you can see his fingers, not very, I mean, they're pretty big compared to the space in between here. So you get an idea just how big these rocks are. They're not very big at all. Now, these tread marks don't appear to be fake. So I'm going to assume that they're real. But I think they're literally running over this stuff. I really honestly do. You guys can give me your take and let me know what you think. But clearly, something's not normal here. This almost looked like a face. Like there's an eye right here, a mouth, the head itself, the forehead right here, the nose, the chin, and then it looks like if you were to turn your head the other way here, to the side, to the right, tilt your head to the right, looks like some kind of face. Now, in fact, I should be able to, let's go ahead and turn it around, and you can see what looks like, almost like it has an eye to it type thing. Of course, it's going to be a little bit more distorted now that I've turned it around, but it looks like a nose type thing, forehead, and chin, and everything else. Now, is it real? It could be a statue of some sort. We don't know. Have no idea. We can only speculate. Of course, this is all speculation. But to me, guys, tell me what you think. Are these, in fact, just nothing more than just simple rocks, or do you believe that these are intelligently made? Me, I'm going to say 100%. It's not just rock. There's something to it. There's something on the side of this said block. There's something right here, too. It's actually pretty bright. You can see it right there. Right there, and they kind of fudged that out. But I believe a lot of this is fudged. You can see that it's fudged. But here's the original. So people don't think I'm trying to make this stuff up. It's in fact there on the right-hand side. Crystal clear. And then you've got these rocks here, right there. This supposedly looks like a carving. I mean, come on, guys. They're running over this stuff without a doubt. At least it appears to be. Because if these are in fact intelligently made, which I believe that they are, then they're running over this stuff. Why would they be doing that? Well, I don't know. I mean, why would they do that? Why wouldn't they just clearly just block it out? Wouldn't that be make more sense? But this goes way back. Again, this is 198 as opposed to the saw we're on now, which is in the, just over 1,000 or 1,100. So you get the idea. Anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think. Give me your comments down below. Share the video. And as always, just throw me a thumbs up. Always appreciate it. I was trying to get this thing out as far as I wanted to at least do one a week for you guys, and I'm going to try to stick to that. I've got another one that's another bizarre one that this one here blew my mind. In fact, I think I covered this when I first started, which was a couple of years ago, 2-3 years ago. And something else that just pops out, and they make a huge mistake, guys. They make a mistake. In my eyes, this thing shows a mechanical part without a reasonable doubt. And, yeah, when you see this thing, and I've done this one before, too. When you see this thing, you're just going to go, yeah, why do they not block these things out? And some of the rocks, you're just going to go, yeah, these don't look like rocks. They're really bizarre. It can't be natural, and you'll see what I'm talking about coming up. Anyway, guys, I'm glad I could do this video for you guys. I just had a little bit of time. Figured I could knock this out for you guys. So stay tuned. Got another cool one coming up. I'm going to try to either do another one during the weekend, or it's going to be the beginning of next week. So stick around for that. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. Like I said, give me a thumbs up. Always appreciate it. Share the video. Get this stuff out. People need to know about it. Share it with everybody. Anyway, guys, have yourself a good weekend coming up. And I'll see you next pick.